for October 2025. Y'all make sure y'all hit the like and subscribe button. I would greatly appreciate that. Donations link will be in the description box below. You have to keep in mind this will not resonate with all of y'all. So let's go ahead and get started with this reading. This is not going to be a blank screen for all the reading. Current energy check-in for October 2025. All right, so we have the Eight of Cups at the bottom. Someone is refusing to walk away from a situation, but they keep getting all smarted with the Seven of Swords. Okay, so this is a tricky situation involving someone that may have some type of, I'm hearing fatal attraction with the Lover's card, the Ten of Pentacles reverse. There's something very significant about fatal attraction. Someone is refusing to walk away from making bad investments due to the attraction that they may feel for you. But they're doing things in a cowardly, underhanded manner that they keep on getting all smarter in. Yeah, you're way too powerful for this individual that keeps doing this. Some of you could be a Gemini. There's heavy Gemini energy here. So yeah, you could be very intellectual. The air signs are very intellectual and they know how to multitask, especially when it comes to this sign right here. Scorpio energy, Cancer energy. We have the Four of Swords. Okay, so this is definitely someone that has strong emotion and feelings for you, but they don't know how to handle that. They don't know how to handle this, and it's like they come across as if they hate you. They come across as if they don't like you. Like they have a strong disliking toward you. Six of Swords. This individual may be projecting, like they may be projecting something towards other individuals. It's like they're relentlessly trying to build a connection that's not legitimate, or fulfilling some type of way about you, but yet continuously keep on causing some type of chaotic moments to go on. Yeah, this is stupid. Queen of Swords reverse. So some of you could possibly be a Gemini, and this could be kind of messing with your head. But the thing of it is, this individual is projecting all this towards you as if they're in your head or whatever. This is this individual in their head. If you are a Gemini, bro, like with the Queen of Swords reverse and the Magician and the Lover's card in the upright position, depending on what the situation is about, you are someone that's not really in your head. This is something that's being projected onto you, and yet it's trying to get to your head in a way. But this is this individual's energy that feels that they cannot outsmart you by them continuously doing something with multiple other individuals. Why does this individual need all these other people in order to try to outsmart a situation, but yet they keep getting outsmarted by one person? See, somebody's got to look at it that way. It sounds like to me this individual loves to try to play a game. This is not somebody that you're in a connection with. It sounds like to me this is somebody that you're detached from, but yet they're too busy trying to involve themselves in your life by trying to relentlessly stir up some type of drama, but yet come across as if they don't like you, and using other individuals to their advantage in order to do all this with the Seven of Swords, but they find it attractive and how you're able to outsmart a situation. And this would explain why they can't walk away from you, because you have a very mysterious, intriguing energy. Some of you don't have to be a Gemini, but I'm getting something very significant about you could be a multitasker. You know immediately when to detach. So you could be a detached person. You're detached mentally. This is the mental energy above the head level. This is the mental energy right here. You're detached, and you're having this individual go in circles with themselves. You see how it's doing that? Like this? That's all about going back and forth, because they're getting outsmarted, but yet they're trying to play on your mind to try to get you go. There's a mirrored energy here. They're trying to get you to go back and forth like that, but you're not doing it. Everything of what they're trying to do to you is like you're literally projecting. It's like a reverse level psychology. It's like reverse psychology effect that's going on here with the Seven of Swords and the Magician card. So you know exactly how to outsmart this individual because you have the mental, intellectual skill to do it. And also the passion. So the passion combined with the mental intellectual skill to do it causes this right here, a falling out. But this is what's happening with these other energies around you that they keep on trying to use, because in reality, this individual has overpowering, overflowing emotions for you. Some of you out there could be very experienced at like this could have something to do with martial arts with the magician card. So you know how to transmute energy. See, martial arts teaches you the art of, I don't know if they still do it in these times or whatever, when it comes to some of the they call them senseis. But at the same time, when it comes to this energy right here, I know back in the day they used to teach about the spiritual side. Because I learned this a long time ago. Martial arts, the art of that is being able to use your spiritual side in order to read energy, etc. Because it's all about exchange of energies. See, a lot of people think they need to go in there to spar or to have a match. But it's more so about learning how energy really operates from the not only the mental level but also the spiritual level. Some of you may be a Gemini, you may be very experienced in that department. So that right there is going to give you the ability and the skill in order to outsmart a situation when it comes to other things that may not resonate in your love life. Like this could have something to do. See, there's some type of training that someone has here. They have plenty of years of experience when it comes to something. And this could have something to do with martial arts, because I'm seeing like there's a belt around the waist. And this right here could be someone that is practicing katas. So this individual is very experienced. This don't have to be martial arts. This can also be something connected to boxing with this right here. This is someone that may have combined together. This is both of the arts combined together, because I look at it as a form of an art too, but everybody's going to have a different perception. But whoever this individual is has both of these energies combined together, which they know how to use when it comes to outside external energies that are also trying to manipulate, because they have plenty of experience with this energy right here. And this could have a lot to do with meditation. Someone knowing when to meditate, someone knowing when to pick up on energy. That's what I'm getting here with this these energies. Some of you could be a Cancer. Cancer, Aquarius, Scorpio, Gemini. There's someone that is refusing to leave a situation alone because they feel some kind of way about you with the Ace of Cups. And this is causing them to be in this illusional disliking energy when it's not really disliking. They dislike the individuals that they keep on trying to cause this for you with. That's who they dislike. But it sounds like to me this individual keeps on having involvement with these individuals in order to try to do certain things to you and keep getting outsmarted. And this is causing a push and pull type of dynamic. But this individual cannot handle the fact of, how can I say this? This individual cannot handle the fact of you pulling away, because you're creating this pulling mechanism that is drawing them to you. So it feels like they have to chase behind you. While these energies right here are doing this for this person in order to try to possibly bother you, but yet running behind them at the same time while they're pushing them toward you. So this right here is a lot of mixed energy that maybe gets, like I said, I don't really get that this is getting to your head. This is getting to this individual's head, and they're trying to literally project that energy through some type of energetic attachment to you in order to try to get in your head. Because this is the way that this individual feels as if they could have the power over you. But yet, while they doing all this, if they were so-called powerful, how come you're continuously outsmarting this individual if they're powerful? Sound like to me this individual is in competition with you, and they have a very screwed up way at doing this, because everything that they're investing their time into, they're losing. They're losing out on these investments with the Seven of Pentacles reverse. This is not the proper way to invest in having a connection or building a long-term, stable commitment with you. But I'm not really getting this individual wants a commitment with you. They just want to have a strong, intense connection, but yet not doing things the proper way, and yet keep on getting all smarter, and yet got the nerve to try to project all this on you and get agitated and mad at you for it. Because you know how to mirror energy. And they're refusing to walk away with the Eight of Cups reverse. They're definitely refusing to walk away from this. They could be lacking a lot of stamina. Like this could be drained of energy. They could be lacking in a lot of strain. They could be lacking energy. They could be lacking the stamina to continuously keep on doing something. Because it sounds like to me you're the one that's winning this situation because there's a lot of mystery that's around you. And this would explain why this individual cannot walk away. Because you're very intriguing to them. For those out there that want to know if this individual knows about you or knows who you are, from the looks of it here, they don't really know who you are. Because there's many layers of mystery that surround you. It's like everything of what they try to do negative to you, you have a way of transmuting that energy and rejecting it and projecting it right back, reversing it right back up onto them. And it's like everything of what they're seeing is they're seeing their deceptive side come out in a very intense way. Therefore, gives off the reality check to this individual, checking their ego to have them see that, hey, they cannot play you like some fool. This is what they're doing to these other individuals. I'm going to tell you why they keep on being around them. Because they're easy. They're easy. You are the challenge. These other individuals are predictable. You're not. And everything, like everything of what they're doing with these other energies, to try to have you seem predictable, they fail to realize that these are the individuals that they are around that are predictable, not you. It's like this individual has a way of trying to use these other individuals that they're really not into like that in order to try to form some type of connection with you, but yet they feel the connection with you already. But they don't know how to let go of this negative type of environment or whatever they're used to doing. So this individual could be in their comfort zone. But when it comes to you, it's like this is highly uncomfortable. I'm going to tell you why it's uncomfortable, because this individual is not used to seeing reality for what it is. It's like every bit of their lies and deception, underhandedness, are getting outsmarted and literally left a trail of itself behind. It's like you're leaving the echoes of this individual's dark side behind to where it can trace them down. It's like there's echoes of this individual's dark side being left behind that's continuously following them. And there's the echoes of you and this individual's energy. That's how strong of an impact you have on this individual. It's like you literally outsmart this individual and yet you ghost them all at the same time, with the echoes of your presence continuously following this individual and haunting them. It's like you're always around this person because of who you are, because you have a very powerful presence about you. And this is something that this individual thinks that they can run from, but at the same time, they're running in circles with themselves while you are on the outside watching this individual do all this. And they're running in circles with these individuals right here. And this right here may not be mixing too well with the Tower card. Like there's a lot of chaotic energy. Like these energies are not meshing well together at all. So you just have a different energy about you. This is not meshing well with this energy right here, because this is a higher powered spiritual person. Some of you could be a spiritualist. So if some of you out there are spiritualists and you have egotistical people that on this side, you have two different breeds of energy. There's a different breed of energy. You have the spiritual side and then you have the egotistical side. So that's going to be two different breeds of energy. Some of you, you have the alpha spirituality side. That's a very powerful energy that you carry within you. Okay, whether you're a male, whether you're feminine. And no matter who you are, you carry this alpha spirit within you. So therefore, it's going to come across as highly intimidating to these egotistical forces that are at play. It's either you are, bro, like you don't have to go around bragging or doing any of that. It's either you are that person or you're not. This is somebody that you are. Mentally, physically, spiritually, and energetically. That's the four that you're compatible with here. That's the four that you're advanced at with the magician. But that's also the four seasons, if you really pay attention to it. So at the same time, you have a lot of experience and advancement in this type of work here. When it comes to being alert on who these individuals really are and who's in your surroundings. Not just when it comes to your love life, but multiple other things that you may have advancement at. You're a very advanced individual. And this is something that this individual apparently cannot move on from. Just when they think that they're ahead, they're watching you that's ahead of them. And this causes this trying to chase you type of energy. Sound like to me, this individual is relentlessly trying to chase you down through other people. That's what it looks like. They're trying to chase you down through other people. But yet they still can't get you. Because these individuals are getting outsmarted. Because they have some type of agenda up their sleeve and all to try it because they're jealous. They're jealous at the way that this individual feels about you, but yet they don't have no respect for themselves to just leave this individual alone. Because of the effect that this individual has on these individuals. So therefore, it's going to cause a runner and chaser dynamic between these energies and this other person. But in reality, this is how this individual feels towards you. And yet you got these other individuals that are mirroring this individual's energy towards you. Sound like to me, this is a ritual that is being practiced. It sounds like to me, this is some type of ritual that they're trying to do in order to try to be part of your life. To bring some type of union in. But this ritual here is literally showing them that they're not really aware of what they're doing. They're not doing it right. You showing them how it's done. With the magician and the seven of swords. It's like you're literally in a leadership position. And it's like everything of what they're doing, you're going to show them how it's done your way. Because this individual ain't going to control you that way. No, they're not. No, they're not. Because to this individual, this is a game. But to you, this is reality. And you're going to show them what kind of power illusions don't have over reality. That's the difference between manipulation and manifestation. You can't have both of them combined together. When it comes to manifesting something, the natural way, the universe will mirror that energy right back. This is what this individual is failing to understand. And these other individuals are also mirroring this individual's negativity also. By doing certain things to you to try to get your attention in the underhanded way. But this is what they're mirroring towards this individual that they may not realize. So if they're going back and forth with these other people, like there may be a lot of chaotic energy surrounding this. There may be arguments, disagreements. This is something that this individual is carrying within them, and these other individuals are mirroring that back up on them. But when it comes to your energy, it's like you have this advanced type of knowing who you are, knowing when to move a certain way, and knowing when to not move, when to just be in a standstill type of energy. So you're way more advanced than these other individuals right here. All of them combined together. So you definitely are very experienced when it comes to, this could be your love life. This could be just multiple things here that you're good at, that you have experience in. You're very well experienced. This sounds like to me, this is a form of a love ritual that is being done in a very manipulative, underhanded way to try to get this individual connected to you. But it's not going to work that way. All it's going to do is bring this individual's negative side out more and more and more and more. And have this individual realize that these individuals that they keep on working with, they try to get this to manifest within you and this individual, it's not really going to work. And it's also not going to have a connection formed between them and these other people that they're doing this with. because all they're being used as just a source of energy. There's a lot of using energy coming out here. There's a lot of manipulation. All they're doing is using these other energies, but they're allowing themselves to be used. That's not really all this individual's fault. It's these other individuals that are allowing themselves to be used for this type of practice. I'm gonna tell you right now, bro, with these energies on this side right here, this individual don't know what they're doing. They don't. They keep getting all smart at Seven of Swords. They keep getting all smart. And then you got the whole thing in reverse. You got all of this in reverse. Yeah, you definitely know what you're doing. Whoever you are, you could be a Gemini for some of you. Whoever this is, bro, like, you got my respect. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I know they have some powerful people out there, which I don't know everything. I know I'm a powerful person myself, but I still have a lot more to learn. I'm a humble person like that. Like, there, I don't know everything, and I still need more training and experience when it comes to my spiritual side. Whoever this individual is right here, you have my respect. Whoever's resonate with this energy right here. Because in reality, you're teaching people that you're not going to be disrespected this way. No, they're not going to be part of your life. If they keep it up with this type of I don't even know how to properly identify this type of third dimensional type of energy, which it is combined with the spiritual energy at the same time. But it's the wrong type of energy. It's the wrong type of mentality and state of mind to be in when it comes to trying to form a connection. Hey, I appreciate the support of comments, by the way. I just seen the comments pop up. I appreciate y'all support. It's greatly appreciated to the genuine supporters out there. Even to the ones that just leave a like on the video. I greatly appreciate y'all support to the channel. But yeah, what I'm getting here is this is not the proper way to go about manifesting a strong, committed connection. But I'm getting that this individual really may not be looking for a committed connection. But at the same time, it's with these other individuals that they really don't want a commitment with. They're just in this free-spirited energy. This is this free-spirited energy right here with these individuals. And they could be doing things with these other individuals right here, but they're not going to settle with them. They want this settled energy with you, but yet if they keep on doing this and getting all smarted, where's the commitment at? Exactly. I had to give kind of like the scorpionic, what they call that, the scorpionic laugh. Flawless victory. But yeah, whoever you are here is, you don't have anything to worry about. Like, this individual, you may be on this individual's head a lot. They may dream about you a lot with the Four of Swords, but you may not be picking up this individual's energy. Now, keep in mind, this is not an X. This is not an X. This is someone that's in a very free-spirited energy that continuously keeps on using other individuals that they don't really want a commitment with. If this individual was ever married, they were still thinking about you while they was married with the Ten of Pentacles reverse. Like, they were screwing this individual over because all these other individuals, bro, are not you. It sounds like to me this individual has some type of strange level of obsession with you. I'm also hearing strange love. I don't know if you ever heard of that song. It was on a commercial that came on a while back. So if some of you go check out that commercial, type in Strange Love commercial. I want to say that was back in the, like, that was a long time ago. That commercial used to come on. it's been depicted as a female and a male. He walked in a room, looked like a ballroom. He walked in there, a female turned around. No, he turned around on the stool like that and looked at her, and they both had eye contact, and yet it took it from there, etc. Okay, so this individual is very passionate about you. I'm hearing the song Strange Love. But yeah, he was sitting on a stool, and yet she walked in, and he felt her presence behind him. And yet they both had that contact with each other. You could tell, but they read each other's energy. They knew what it was about. But at the same time, this right here, having this with all these other individuals, that ain't where it's at. It ain't gonna get nowhere with that. All it's gonna keep on happening is they're gonna keep getting outsmarted. These individuals ought to feel some type of way for even being involved with this type of there could be a love ritual being done. Why am I getting, hold on, let me clarify that. Why am I getting ritual energy? Hold on, y'all. Why am I getting that? I mean, a magician can represent that. This is something that's being done over in a repetitive pattern like that. The Emperor Reverse. Okay, so the Emperor Reverse. Why am I getting ritual energy? Because this individual's trying to have control. That's what it is. They're trying to have control over the situation because they think that they're skilled, but they're really not. They're actually losing all their power and control. Like I said, bro, what are they doing? What are they doing? They're gonna have. I'm telling you, bro, it's like you literally. It's like this could be like this is coming across as you stepping in. Let's say you could be stepping in somewhere where people really don't know that you're skilled and you're very experienced. It's like this is literally pissing, like this could be pissing, like this is giving me the vibes of a coach being pissed off because it's like you outdo this individual with the Emperor Reverse. Not saying it's a coach, it's a figure of speech, y'all. But it's like, why the hell you even come to this? Like, this could be a class that could be taught. Like I said, this could be like martial art. This is a figure of speech. Let's say that you go to a class of martial arts and you're in this energy. That's a white belt, right? That's a white belt right there. You step in there and it's like you literally can outdo the sensei. Bro, you got all these individuals in the reverse energy. I'm getting this episode off of one of Bruce Lee's movies of how he took on the whole damn school of these individuals and they were sitting on the ground. He was the last one standing, his arms folded, and that man got mad at him. Got mad at him. He's like, like that. And he just sat there and just was looking at him. And the minute he tried, Bruce Lee got in a style like that, like, come on. Come on. And guess what? He put him on his ass too, didn't he? Exactly. I'm not saying this is a situation like this. It's just these individuals trying to do all this. They keep getting all smarted, and yet this is the energy that they may be feeling. So if this is a ritual that is being done, it's only being done because this individual wants to try to have control over you. So you could be an Aries. Don't have to be. If you're in this energy right here, but you're meant to be a very powerful, warrior-spirited person. So if this is being done to Aries, you ain't meant to be controlled. You are actually a warrior of the zodiacs because you're ruled by Mars, that Mars energy. See, I can understand that because Scorpio Aries has that Mars ruling. So that right there, that's like you're the warrior of the zodiac. Ain't nobody supposed to be sitting there trying to take your damn power away, bro. Whoever this is. You don't have to be this sign. Do not let this individual screw with you this way. Do not let them play with you this way. Somebody needs to know this. It don't really, you can't really put a zodiac sign. You can't really identify by like just astrology and zodiac signs, but they have a lot of truth behind that. But when it comes to astrology and zodiac signs, this is the warrior of the zodiac wheel, which is Aries. And whatever this individual is doing is causing other people to possibly become over controlling towards them. See, this is mirroring this individual's energy. I'm telling you, there's an over control type of energy, but yet this may be projected towards you, and yet you keep on having to stand up against these controlling energies. But at the same time, this energy right here needs to know that this is what is being done in order for them to be in reverse. So if this is a ritual being done, this is trying to have control. This is trying to excessively have control over something, but it's not working. They're also trying to disrespect another masculine here with doing that to them. This masculine is being highly disrespected. And like this is a huge blatant disrespect towards a masculine. That is the outside that's maybe connected to this Ten of Pentacles reverse. This could be an Aries being disrespected by this individual that keeps on trying to do this, trying to use him for this, for these type of purposes. This is not a good look for this individual right here. It's not a good look. I tell you right now, bro, if I was this individual, I wouldn't have any contact with this individual. I would not associate with this individual. I would not have anything to do with them. It's time to pull their power back and to know who they are, because this individual is outright, blatantly disrespecting this energy right here by using them. Because the thing of it is, like, this could be a younger energy than this individual, so they're taking advantage of this individual. There's an Emperor verse that could be like, I'm not really getting an older man energy because it is in reverse. This could be an individual that could be in their mid-20s or 30s, etc. This is an individual right here that is being used, taking part in this right here when it comes to all this. And this individual over here knows what they're doing when it comes to trying to take advantage of this individual. But this could be getting in this individual's head to think that they're powerful, but yet this individual's laughing at them. They're laughing at them, and they're sitting there still with their energy all on you, etc. So that's exactly what is going on here. Someone's blatantly being disrespected by this individual wanting to use them, involved in this type of ritual, etc. By trying to also have control over this individual. If this individual keeps it up, bro, it don't look too good for these energies, because they could get stirred up in a way to where they could all go against each other, because this ain't really your fault. It's what keeps on being done, bro. These individuals keep being used. There's a heavy using energy here with the Ten of Pentacles reverse. So if there's a ritual being done, a love ritual being done, in order to try to manifest some type of connection, this is to try to have excessively control, to try to excessively have control over a situation, or to excessively control you. You can't be controlled, but the individuals that are involved with this are being controlled. And this is causing them to lose control. Sound like to me this individual is trying to get you in trouble. This individual could literally be trying to escalate this situation and trying to get you in some type of get you in the energy to where you and these individuals have to, like, there's a competition type of energy here, but you're not competing. Whoever you are out there that's in this energy right here with the Magician and the Seven of Swords, stay focused and stay detached from this energy at all costs. Stay detached. Do not entertain this energy. Do not entertain it. I can't tell y'all what to do, but I'm going to give some sound advice when it comes to this. Do not entertain this energy. Do not entertain this energy. I would leave that alone. Now, I can't tell y'all what to do, but I'm going to give y'all my sound advice if y'all agree to listen or to hear me out on that. But at the end of the day, you got your own free will, your own choice, okay? But I would at all costs reject this energy right here. Do not pay that no mind. Stay what you're doing. Stay fixated on what you're doing, okay? Because eventually this is going to close in with these other individuals right here. I've got something to do with the world energy. This is eventually going to close in, and they're going to realize that all of this is being done within all of them, and they're being used, and this is not going to be a good outcome. And the thing of it is, whoever is doing this with these other people, they know what they're doing, and they're doing this for malicious purposes. Queen of Swords, the verse, give me the vibes of maliciousness. So they're doing this for malicious purposes. Not meaning that this is you here, but they're just trying to get in your head. But they're not really in your head. They're in their head trying to figure out. It's like they're already in their head angry because of this not working. But yet it's working on these other individuals and controlling them. It sounds like to me this individual don't want people, like it's like they don't want others to have, like they don't want to have control over others. But this is what they keep on trying to do. Brother, the way this energy is here, it's like they don't want to have control over other energies, but yet continuously keep on trying to exert their control over these energies, and yet can't control you. So they really don't want people to be controlled. They don't want to have control over people. But yet knowing that they have control over these individuals pisses this individual off because they know that they can't control you. I'm telling you, bro, it's like they're trying to use your energy or trying to entangle these individuals in your energy in some kind of way, and it's not working. It's not working. I'm going to give some sound advice to these outside external forces. Leave this person alone. Cut your losses, bro. Walk away. Walk away and leave this person alone. You don't know what you're doing. This person has won numerous amount of times. They're gonna continuously win. They won the situation. I advise y'all to back off and walk away and go the opposite way. If you know what's good for you, walk away. Take you and this lover, whoever this is that keeps trying to do this, y'all all go your own way and leave this person alone. This is for y'all to celebrate together. You don't deserve this individual's energy at all. First off, they're way too powerful. They're way too smart. And they're their own person. They don't have to follow behind all these other individuals right here to do something like this. They do their own thing. They just need to carry themselves somewhere else and go have these connections within themselves and stay out of your energy. This person is not going to be involved with all of y'all and doing. This is stupid, bro. This right here is weird. It's nothing of reality. It's an illusion that is continuously being figured out and outsmarted. How many times is something going to be outsmarted and figured out and already beaten before it even gets started, before it ends? That don't make any sense. It's like this cycle, like this is a never-ending cycle, but yet it's like they want to keep on doing the same thing over and over and over and over and over. All I got to say is, if I was these individuals, I'd walk away. I'd walk away and move on. This individual is not part of these individuals at all. That's the illusion. That's the illusion. They're confusing their energy. Their energies combined all together with this, with some type of, there could be some dark spiritual practices being done. That's demons. That's entities that are tricking these individuals because they don't really have your energy like they think they do. They don't. They don't have a connection with you like they think they do. This is some type of energy that these entities or deities are mimicking towards this whole group right here that are involved in that. Because these entities and deities know better than to come around you, etc. So in reality, they're running in circles with themselves, looking like fools. But this is in reality how this individual feels toward you. They could feel a very strong, intense connection with you, but it's like they're trying to get other energies involved in order to try to manifest the connection through this type of practice. And if this is a ritual, they're trying to manifest it through some type of underhanded, excessively controlling ritualistic practice with other individuals that are being controlled, which I highly disagree with. But I mean, if they want to put themselves in that position, bro, if they want to allow themselves to be disrespected, go right ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. That's what you want to do. Go ahead. These individuals don't have the right type of leader, bro, to start with when it comes to teaching them about self-respect. They don't have the proper leadership, but they could get that from you, and they're not listening to these individuals that are being controlled this way. It's advised these individuals ought to look up to somebody like this, bro, and take notes, take heed what this individual is saying. If some of you out there are a coach of some sort, some of you may be an inspiration, or you may be this could also have something to do with a public speaker, influencer. You could be an advocate of some sort. Some of you could be a narcissistic advocate. Like you could be an advocate for people that go through narcissistic abuse. Don't have to be. You could be a Virgo or Gemini that could be in that energy. Don't have to be. But it's highly advisable that these individuals that are being controlled, they need to know that they're being controlled by a very high level, skilled narcissist that knows what they're doing. This is a narc that's trying to use all these other individuals in order to try to manifest a connection with you by trying to put them in a position of trying to get them in an agitated energy to where they feel like they're in competition with trying to win this individual over, but yet this individual don't want them. They just want your energy to be manifested through these individuals, but that is what is being outsmarted. It can't happen that way. It's impossible. It's impossible. There's no amount of rituals, there's no amount of witchcraft, there's no amount of doing dark practices that will be able to manifest this desired outcome. In reality, it's going to get these energies outsmarted. And from what it looks like, brother, it's a whirlwind between these individuals. And they have to know that they are in the presence of a very high-ranked, skilled narcissist, that this individual right here can outsmart on all levels. They're not that skilled when it comes to this individual, because as soon as this individual steps in the building, it's over. It's over. This individual knows exactly what they're doing when it comes to an individual like this. They know exactly how to defend themselves when it comes to the psychological warfare. Because this right here is one big mind game that could get to many people and have many people in the energy to where they feel like they could lose their mind. Because it's all about using individuals' thoughts and getting in these individuals' head through ritualistic practices, love spells, etc., in order to control them. Because that's what this is about. But this individual is highly intrigued by this individual's mental, intellectual skill in order for them to not be controlled that way. But at the same time, they're intimidated by this individual. And are trying to literally get other people intimidated by this individual because of them giving off the illusion as if they want a connection with these people. But yet, they don't really want a connection with them. They're brainwashing them. They're controlling them. And these individuals may be feeling some kind of way because you can't be controlled. But it's all because these individuals being in connection or having association with this high-ranked level narcissist. That's not healthy for their well-being. So it's not really all this individual's fault. That's the high ranked narcissist. That's not all their fault at all. It's people that are being enablers to this individual's demonic activity. On a spiritual level now, when it comes to the third dimension, on their unethical behavior. This is bad behavior. They don't deserve not any type of reward. They don't deserve any rewards. This is someone that may like to make people feel isolated. With the Ten of Pentacles reverse, they like to isolate these individuals. If they don't get their way, they like to ignore them. And these individuals get agitated because they know what they're doing. They know exactly what they're doing when it comes to this type of mind game. But when it comes to this individual right here, bro, it ain't happening with them. No, it ain't. No, it ain't. Sound like to me, this is a cult leader. This is a cult leader somewheres that's trying to control a lot of people when it comes to this person because they feel some kind of way about this person. But yet the cult leader is having a lesson taught to them about this person. Who are you? What you about? You trying to run some call? Huh? You trying to run a call of activities with the Ten of Pentacles reverse. You trying to manifest a love ritual through this individual, but yet you ain't got the skill to do it. This sounds like to me, this is a cult leader that has this type of fatal attraction towards this individual. And using these other individuals right here, all of these individuals, to try to get a hold to their energy and to try to stir something up, to try to get something to pop off in a negative way, to get this individual in trouble, yet they get all smarter when it comes to that too. Let me go ahead and verify something. Is this a call leader that's doing this to this person? Yes, moon reverse. This has been revealed. Some of you could be a Cancer. Or this person could have a Cancer moon. Yeah. You know what this individual is doing. They have gotten exposed with the moon reverse. Some of you know exactly who this individual is with the moon reverse. It is a cult leader. It is. This is somebody that you're not afraid of. But they're afraid of you. They try to project all of this fear and anxiety onto you. But yet when it comes to your energy, they're scared of you. Clarify the moon reverse. Queen of Pentacles. This is someone that may be releasing a lot of negative energy. They may be very experienced when it comes to some type of moon rituals too. This is the moon. They like to use the moon for their manifestation rituals. This individual can also be discovering the fact that they have these healing qualities about them, that they don't have to be a dark person. So some of you out there have a very strange way at extracting all this negative energy out of them. It could literally be putting them in the energy to where they want to be a healer. They could want to heal from that. Bro, if some of you out there are literally outsmarting a cult leader, who they're asking, they're questioning themselves like, hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. This ain't an everyday thing, bro. This ain't an average person that can do that. Yeah, you got a few individuals shaking their head like, damn. Sound like to me they could win over all these other individuals. They could bullshit them, brainwash them, and do all this to them. Hold on, y'all. They could do all this to them, brainwash them. But yet when it comes to your energy, it's impossible. They always get all smarted, and they get beaten in their own strategy. It's like this individual may have been undefeated, etc., for a long time when it comes to brainwashing people with some type of psychological manipulation. But when you stepped in the building, it's a whole different ball game. You won every single time. It's like this individual is still trying to. That's what's getting them in this energy to want to do this to you. Y'all hold on a minute. That's what's getting them in this energy to want to do this to you because they feel like they're losing their power. They feel like they're losing their tactics of trying to control situations. But you are this individual's karma in order to enlighten them to, hey, this ain't the way you're supposed to be. So that could be what this is about. Like this individual is continuously doing all this because they feel like they lost control. They don't have any control over you. Yep, that's what it is. That's exactly what this is. Somebody literally out there called a cult leader's attention in a very negative way, but an intriguing way at the same time. And you got this individual in this energy to where they don't want to quit. They don't want to stop. Because there has to be a way to outsmart you. There has to be a way to get you this way, but it's not. It's not. You're undefeated when it comes to this individual. They're not going to win, bro. They're not. They're not going to win. This individual's way too experienced. That's how that was. There we go. Yeah, you're way too experienced. This is not an X. See, the Three of Swords reverse. This is not an X. I mean, some of you out there could have had an X, could have been a cult leader or whatever, but so that would explain why you could have already knew something with the moon reverse. But it's like this individual don't scare you. This individual don't scare you. That's just a third dimensional title, bro, to make somebody appear as if, oh, they're intimidating. So that would be why I picked up psychological manipulation, brainwashing. That's the mind games. That's the charm. That's the false charm. That's the reeling these individuals in contingency one by one, one by one, one by one. Yeah, they get them a little, you know what I'm saying? Like they give them a little freak on or whatever, and they go about their way and they play with their head. They sit there and they go in a circle like this, like that. I'm telling you, brother, they go in a circle like this. Have fun with all these individuals, and yet they sit there and they play one by one. They have them all lined up like that, and they get up, they get in their head, they text them a little bit, they feed them what they want to hear, and yet there'll be an energy to where they immediately pull back like that and go ice cold. And yet they go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. This individual mimics back what they tell to them. They deflect everything, deflect everything, deflect everything. Then they pull all the way back like this and pull all the way back like that. Therefore, it gets these individuals in the energy to where they feel controlled and isolated. That's the form of the isolation. That's the isolation. But yet, whenever that happens, these individuals want to continuously try to get this individual's validation, validation, validation. They try to please this individual. They try to do things to please this person by continuously accepting some type of offer and all to do certain things to you. But yet, this individual's sitting there like, ha, 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 ha. You goofy ass people, man. Laughing at them. Because this is a sinister individual, bro. They're sitting there with a sinister undertone of this evil charm. Because they know what they're doing. But yet when it comes to you, it's like you got that energy towards them. It's like, oh, shit. Yeah, because you on to them. You've been on to this individual. But yet when it comes to them thinking that they're on to you, they don't know shit. Let them keep it up, bro. Like I said, they might as well just walk away. Go the other way. Go the other way. They can't take being outsmarted, bro. I'm telling you, bro, this is a power struggle. That's what this is. This is a power struggle. This is a power struggle, but at the same time, this individual may not tell you anything, but there could be a side to them that respects you for being able to do this, to have this type of effect on them. But they ain't gonna tell you that. Bro, the actions of all these other individuals doing this to you should be enough confirmation through their silence that, hey, this is the effect that you have on them. Bro, this is literally this individual behind all these other individuals that may be doing weird shit to you or trying to get your energy or whatever, but they don't know what they're doing. This is this individual inside these individuals' head. That's them. That's them. That's their energy working through these individuals right here with the psychological manipulation. So the minute you can see it like that, then there you go. Some of you out there may already observe it that way. It may already be observed that way. It's all about the energy. Because I'm going to tell you right now, but these individuals really ain't resonating with who they are. They may not be fully in tune with who they are, and this individual is taking advantage of that, of these people. But somebody that knows who they are, it's impossible. And this individual sees that as competition, as some type of challenge. Like, oh yeah? Oh yeah? And it's like, you got the same energy. Bring it on. Bring it on. They want to step to you like that. They want to try to play some foolish game. Bring it the fuck on. Show them how it's done. We do this all day, every day, all day, every day. And still sit there and get all smarted. This individual think that they was a crazy person until they come across this type of energy right here. I'm not saying you're crazy, but they think that they big and bad. They think that they big and bad until they meet the biggest of the bad or the baddest of the bad with the magician and the seven of swords. You know exactly what you're doing because you're using all this individual psychological, mental, manipulative tactics on these other individuals against them and yet outsmarting the whole damn thing all at once. By once again being able to read energy. And using these energies to your advantage against these type of energies that are trying to relentlessly get your energy to manipulate yours, to imbalance your energy to get you out of your own element. But yet, how is that possible when you're already aware of what is going on in your surroundings? Checkmate. Checkmate. This is a sneaky energy here. With the seven of swords, a sneaky type of energy. But this is the energy that you also have in order to strategize about these individuals' strategic type of ways that they're moving. But the thing of it is, how is this strategic when you already know what is going on? How is that strategic? How is something able to fully be strategized whenever you are already in the energy that have these individuals out strategized? Bro, this is not just one person. This is the cult leader, including the rest of these individuals that are literally getting burned with this situation with the seven of swords, bro. It's like you burn these individuals. Just imagine you being on a track. Okay, like this could be like drag racing or whatever. Imagine you being in that fast car, bro. It's like you're burning all these individuals when it comes to that. You're way ahead of them. Cutting circles around all these individuals, bro, literally in the lead. It's like you could run around the lap multiple times. You could pass all these individuals up even when you're in last place and run so fast and pass all these individuals up and keep making circles around them like that. That's what this energy is right here. Something very significant about drag racing, like with the chariot reverse, like this would be like you're on the track, or you could be on like the race car track. And you know how they have the races, like they go in a circle like that? This would be like you out there having a skill, bro. You in first place. And you literally got the skill to go all the way around the track. There's a certain way that you drive. It's just an analogy, okay? This right here is just an example. It's all about these individuals not knowing how to maneuver it properly, but yet you know how to go around. It's something about the vehicle that you're in that has just this supercharged energy about it. And you know how to catch up to these individuals even when you're in first place and go around the back and get in last places if you're in last place and pass them up again and keep on doing it like that. Bro, I'm literally seeing somebody. This would be like some of you out there. I don't know if some of you out there watch the football games, NFL on TV. This would be like you having a football, right? At the other end of the field, and you cutting circles around the football field, running with the football all the way around the field 7 times, bro. Running around, making all the other players chase you around the field like that, and yet you go and make the touchdown. And then you sit there and you shake them out their shoes. Look, that's all about that shake move, like that juke. You juke them out their shoes, etc. Look at that. This is the type of energy that some of you out there have in you when it comes to this situation. You will literally run 7 times, brother, 10 times around that football field while the other players are chasing behind you trying to get you. And yet ain't none of them could catch you. Like, you too skilled, bro. You too skilled. You know whenever they're running a certain way, you go towards that. It's on a sideline like that. You go towards the sideline like that. You get along that edge. If they're running like this, you got to go at an angle like this. What that does is, I don't know if it does this for some of them, but it does something to reduce speed when you cut at an angle like this and you go up that field like that. I'm kind of getting that. That's like, let's say they chase you up the field like in a straight line, like that parallel line, but yet you curve, you go at an angle, like you start going at an angle. Like you sit there, you cut like a sharp turn like that, not too sharp, but it's like you start going at an angle like this up that field, and you go on the sideline like that and run at an angle like this until you get on the sideline. If that makes any sense or whatever. But I'm kind of getting like, this would be like you out there, bro, on the football field, running numerous amount of, man. That's what this is here. Like this could be you at the football, right? You're running around that field 7 times before you make a touchdown. You making all the players chase you around that field that long until you make the touchdown. And it's like you on the other end of the field, bro. Like, you know how when they do the kickoff or whatever, or they punt the ball? Yeah, whenever they punt the ball or whatever it's called, you on the other end of the field over there by the other touchdown, right? To where if you go over there, like, it will be a safety. They get you with a safety. This would be like you way over there on the other end of the field. I haven't watched football, y'all, in a long time. The NFL that comes on TV, not used to, but it comes on TV. I haven't watched that in a long time. But when it comes to the other part of the field on the other touchdown, where if they get you right there, it could be a safety, it's on that side. You're all the way on that side whenever they kick that ball and you catch it at that touchdown and you take off running. I'm talking about that. You're running all the way from right there, avoiding all these individuals, okay, juking them, going left and right like that, juking them, and literally cutting circles, going all the way as if you're going to the touchdown to make a touchdown, but yet you cut to the right like that, you go around the field, and you make them chase you around that field 7 times like that before you go and originally make the touchdown. Bro, whoever is in this energy at trying to do all this, imagine the embarrassment on the other team, bro. The other team. At this person running from the other end of the football field after the kickoff. And yet they catch the ball way back there and have to run across the whole field to get to that touchdown, and yet nobody could get them. And yet they literally turn like that. They turn like that, bro. They run around the field 7 times. 7 times, bro. Like, who in the hell got that much stamina to keep that up like that? If they were smart, they would have some of the individuals waiting on the other end of the field for you to make that turn to where you're coming back up the field and all for them to guard that right there. But no, they all want to chase you in a line like that. They all want to chase you in a line. That's what I'm getting. You see this right here? They all want to chase you in a line. But if they were smart, they would have a certain group of them in order to defend to stop you from getting to that touchdown. It's an analogy. It's an analogy, but I'm just saying like how skilled you are with this situation. It would be about you running through the field or running the field 7 times around that field before you go and make the touchdown. But you would think that these individuals, if they had the proper defense, they would have the defensive players on the other side to stop you from getting to that touchdown. But yet, even then, that's whenever you juke them out their shoes and go the opposite way and get around them and make another circle around the football field. Okay, so some of you out there, bro, you're quick with this situation. You're very quick mentally. Like you have a very fast skill when it comes to your mental. When it comes to your intellectual skill, like you're very fast, like you're quick witted. Yeah, this is somebody right here, but that is very, 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 very fast intellectually. They can also be fast on foot too. With the 7 of Swords. This individual all run all these like, damn, bro. I'm telling you. So some of you could be, we have Gemini, you could be a Gemini, Scorpio, Cancer, Aquarius. You could be one of these signs or a Virgo that could be in this powerful energy. Yeah, whoever you are, bro, you're very intense. Very intense. And whoever this is that is trying to relentlessly do all this to you is not a good look for them at all. But I mean, some of them could be having some type of epiphany going off as I say, wait a minute. Wait a minute. They could be feeling some kind of way because they do feel like they're being used. But yet, it's the things that these individuals are being told that it's not really resonating with them on a spiritual level. It's all about the ego. It's like they could be waking up to the fact that this individual is indeed brainwashing them. Like, it's not about them. It's about trying to use them in order to get to your energy. And this may not be set right with these individuals. So they're no longer, like, I'm not really getting it. They're going to take part in doing anything. They could be wanting to separate themselves from this individual. But it's like this individual wants to put some type of punishment on them. Or whatever. So whoever this is definitely about control. They're about control. They don't like people being dominant. They don't like that. When it comes to your energy, it ain't about what they don't like. It's about what it is. Because I ain't about to dominate you intellect or get in your damn head to brainwash you. That ain't how you operate. And the more that this individual tries to do certain shit to you, that's like they get dominated and they can't stand that. Well, if they can't stand it, just like I said before, if they can't stand it, that's why they invented chairs. They could gladly take a seat. Correct? They got folding chairs. They got lounge chairs, or however you call them. Lawn chairs, lounge chairs. Lounge, sit there and lounge back. Recliner chairs. They got love seats, sofas. They got all of them out there. Kitchen table chairs. They got plenty of things to sit down. Benches. They got plenty of things to sit down. And they also have the curb. To sit on side the curb. Or to just sit on the ground. Like, there's plenty of ways to avoid the way that they feeling some type of way. Like, if they feeling some type of way, it's because the ego. It's like this individual don't like this dominant energy about you, but yet that's what draws them to you. It's like they want these other people to be dominant so bad, and they know that they're not. Because if they was, they wouldn't be easily controlled that way. And it's like the more that they try to act this individual already sees these individuals for who they are, bro. They already know what they're about. So there's no ounce of trying to put up an act in front of this individual in front of them, because they're not going to get their respect. This person don't respect these people. No, they don't. Not when they can sit there and use them up for everything that they got and say the hell with them and just throw them to the side. But yet it's that hooking mechanism. They got these individuals hooked. But yet when it comes to you, you're the one that keeps getting away because you're not hooked. You're not fascinated by this individual manipulation. Like, you're not fascinated or worshiping their false ass charisma because it's a mask. And it's like, you know how to literally get that mask to slip off their face in a very charming type of way. Like, really? Come on. That's like, some of you out there could be in this energy. As I say, the screws ain't screwed on there tight enough. You know? They got a couple of loose screws on that mask, man. You know, like, you sure you ain't in Halloween? You ain't celebrating Halloween season all year long? All the 12 months around the year? Because it seems like every other day you got a mask on, bro. You got a mask on with the light off. You don't leave the light on. Like a Motel 6, you just leave the light off. The light ain't even on. Because the light is within this person right here that shines everything on this individual's darkest parts of them, and that's what they can't stand. But yet they continuously are sitting there thinking that they can outrun you. But yet, how they outrun you whenever they can't stand up straight? Because of them being dizzy from all the circles you cut around them. So, where's it at? Where's it at? Mm-hmm. Sound like to me, this individual just keeps getting more angry, more. They keep getting more angry and being more angry at trying to sit there and to trick you, and yet nothing is working the way that they have planned or up to their expectations. But that would be more of my energy, y'all. Like, when it comes to the mass part, like, ask them about that. Like, when it comes to that charming side. See, energies like this, bro, this is hilarious. This is hilarious. This right here is a laugh in itself. This right here is all about the spiritual stimulation, bro. Like, it literally ignites your spiritual side to know that you have the skill here. But that's what I would confront the situation as. Like, damn, bro. They sure they ain't celebrating Halloween every other day? Because every other day it seems they have a different mask on. You know? It's like, hey, Halloween is supposed to be October 31st. Not all the whole 12 months out the year. That's the way I would come across a situation. I mean, it's the truth. Bro, these individuals really don't see this individual for who they are. They're seeing them for the illusion. And they're continuously falling for the illusion. They are allowing themselves to be brainwashed by this individual. With the Ten of Pentacles reverse. That's like, how come all of this is not working on you? Because this individual don't have the employment and the spiritual level in order for that to work. This is not this individual's job to do this to you. It's your job to literally have them awaken and realize that this is not suitable for them. And it takes one person to have this individual in this energy. One person. some of you out there, like this individual may not be in a humbled energy, but it's like they're relentlessly trying to humble you throughout doing all this to you, but yet you're not meant to be humbled. This individual's too much in their ego. Their ego is telling them that. How the hell you gonna humble someone that's already been through all this type of chaotic energy before and have learned numerous amount of lessons from taking accountability within themselves, not blaming everybody for their own mistakes or bad choices or wrongdoings. And yet they're already evolved out of that, but yet you have this energy right here. So yeah, this individual right here, bro, really don't know what they're doing. How is somebody that is full of the ego that thinks that they could just do anything that they want to disrespect all kind of people, but yet when it comes to you, how is this individual even going to be in that type of mentality in order to try to think that they could humble somebody like this? Sound like to me that's a reverse psychology. You the one humbling them. But yet they're too egotistical to admit to that, which is what's pissing them off. Because they feel like they got to do more things in order to try to get you aggravated or agitated, or to try to get up under your skin, in order to try to get your head, in order for you to do certain things. But it's not turning out like that. If some of you move a certain type of way, this individual could get kind of nervous. Like if you move a certain type of way. Yeah, this person's intimidated by the fact that you are way too skilled and you know what you're doing. You don't need practice. You don't need to do rituals. You don't need to do magic. You don't need to be around a lot of other people, bro. And this person, believe it or not, knows that. Because they're the ones that have this type of attraction toward you. They're always wondering what you're doing, what you're up to. And they always want to try to bother you. Yeah. They try to aggravate you. Why can't they do it themselves? Because they're scared of you. That's why. They can act like they ain't, but they really are. Why they can't do it themselves? Why they got to use all these other energies around them in order to try to sit there and do certain shit? What's up with that? I'm going to tell you something else that makes this individual angry and makes them bitter. Because this illusion that these other people are buying into that they really don't like this person really don't like these individuals. It pisses this individual off to know that they could control them. They just ain't going to admit to that. They look at them as weak. And this individual projects that through their perception towards you because of them not being able to get you to be like these other people. But yet at the same time, it's like there's something that shifts. It's like a mixed energy here, scattered energies. It's like they still feel some type of attraction toward you. Clarify that? Yeah, look at that. The devil reverses. I'm saying that. You cannot be controlled. You cannot be controlled. The devil reverse. Capricorn energy. But here's another positive sign. The lovers in the upright, devil reverse. they're going to have to learn that you're not somebody that is a toxic individual and you're not going to put up with toxicity. So if they're looking to control anything, they could take them and their controlling tactics and brainwashing tactics and go play with somebody else. You ain't no game. You the one that actually invented the game. So therefore, you're already going to know how it's played because you knew what you was doing when you created the game. It's an analogy. You may not play the game, but what's the use of playing a game whenever the game was created by you? This is something that this individual right here, it's like they literally think that they're skilled at doing something. They could play all these games, right? But how they don't know that you're the creator of these games? It's just an analogy, not meaning that you are like you're somebody that's an individual that would do that or whatever. It's just you being skilled enough to know how energy really feels, to know when it's not genuine and when something is genuine. So let's say it's an analogy. I'm gonna break it down to details. When they're playing all these games, right? Let's say if they're playing a PS5 game, etc. They're playing all these games that came out. But yet, how they don't know that you may be the creator of the games that they're playing? Not the console that is being played on, because that right there don't matter. It's about the game itself. What buttons to press to have certain moves done, etc. Exactly. It's not the console. It's not the remote controller. It has to be the game that was created in order for the remote controller to follow what's on that disc, right? Exactly. So that right there will make them a follower. It's like they relentlessly are denying the fact that they want to follow your lead, but too intimidated by your leadership position to admit to that. That right there, bro, I know that analogy was very powerful, what I just identified, because it's not about the console, the gaming console. It's not even about the controller, the buttons on the controller. Even though you have to have the controller in order to play that game in a console. But originally, if the disc is how the disc was created, the game was created. Because that right there is all in the disc in itself, not the console. It's in the disc itself. So therefore, when a disc is inserted in the console, therefore you're playing on the console, but yet it's the buttons that are already on the game itself. You already know what buttons that they're going to push because you was the creator of what buttons to actually push. So therefore, what are they doing? It's not like to me they're following your instructions, because when you turn on a game, some games have instructions what buttons to push. They have the options menu, what buttons to push. So in reality, you are showing them how the game's really played. They want to try to do this shit in front of your face, you're going to play them in front of their face, not behind their back. You're going to play them in front of their face and actually show signs that they have been defeated and outsmarted. That right there is a bad to the bone type of person when they could sit there and play somebody in front of their face, all of them at the same time. All these individuals that are following behind this individual's leadership qualities or what they think that they have, they're going to see it how it's really done with the Seven of Swords. You're going to show them all how it's really done. Just remember what I said about that analogy when it comes to the disc, the game. It don't have to be a PS5. It could be an Xbox One, Xbox, whatever it is. But it's just an analogy. And by the way, I'm not like how can I say this? I'm not a gamer, y'all, when it comes to that. Which gaming is cool, but at the same time, when it comes to this energy right here, It's like this is the energy that this individual is in on this egotistical level. Imagine a gamer sitting there playing a game, etc. This is an analogy. This is how this individual is on this egotistical level. It's like they love to play games. They love to play games. But you are the individual that created the game, the disc in itself, in order for them to play the game. They have to remember that the buttons that are on the remote controller originally is on the disc. Now, it may be two complete different things, but you have to have a disc in order for that controller to work, right? So what they're doing, they're following. They're following. They're following that disc. They're following that disc. Therefore, they're following. It's not just the disc. They have to follow the console. They have to first plug that remote controller, well, if it's wireless or whatever, but still, though, it still has to connect to that console. So it has to get through the console first in order to get to the disc. That console has to first work firsthand for the disc to work. So there's two things that they have to get through in order for that to work. But in reality, when they're pressing them buttons, if it wouldn't be for the disc, how that game was created, then what use would the buttons be? Exactly. So in reality, they have to follow you. Because when they give instructions on that game, or when you have to press the pause button to go to see what buttons represent what, that's them following instructions, right? Follow the damn instructions the right way, because how this individual is teaching the game, this is how the fuck it's going to be played, and to play all these individuals at the same time. If that makes any sense. Like I said, not everybody's going to look at it the same way, but this is the analogy that I'm being intuitively guided to channel and to share with y'all. Like I said with the disc part, the disc has the instructions on what buttons to push on that controller. But if it wouldn't be for that disc, then the controller is useless. But it's also the console that that game is being played on. If the console is not working right, then what uses is the controller going to have anything to do with it? Absolutely nothing. Unless you get another console that the game could be played on. But still, though, it don't matter what console it is. That disc was still created by you. So therefore, the remote controller, whoever created that, that's just a creation of the controllers. But they don't know what buttons are going to be used when it comes to certain games. Pay attention to that. To the ones that created those remote controllers, don't know what buttons are going to be used for certain moves when it comes to the games that are being created. So therefore, it's like they have to learn from somewhere, right? Because the buttons are free of choice. Free of choice. That's what these individuals are right here. Free of choice. That's their options. And the options that they chose are literally not doing anything. It's like they're all following along and getting controllers in order to try to play one game. Damn, bro, what kind of console they got to where you could get like 10 players on a fucking console? What kind of shit? Where's that fucking gaming system at? I like to know that, bro. This is like a what they call that? I don't even know what to call that, bro. The Ten of Pentacles reverse. You got like 10 players on one console. Even though you could get online and play some of the games, whatever. But I'm just saying, imagine a console that has 10 different connections where you could plug 10 different controllers into the console. But it's more than 10 or more people. This is a lot of individuals that this individual has been using as players when it comes to this game, because they are the original player. It's like they could play all these individuals. It's like, but yet they're on the same team. And it's like they're going against their own teammates. And they don't even realize that because they're using them. They're, they're using them. They're using them. How the hell they going to all be on the same team? It's like this individual is the leader of the team, right? But yet this individual is using all their teammates to their advantage to obtain certain, what do they call that? Certain points off of that. They're using these individuals. Because a team leader is supposed to lead the team to not go against each other or to just go in circles with these individuals. It's supposed to lead this team to a victory. But yet this individual is an enemy to these individuals because they really don't like these individuals. They just like them for the resources they could use them up for. And that's what they can't do with you. It's like you're using their resources that they're using against these individuals against them. So who could be brainwashed? Who's the ones that's actually getting tricked out their own illusions? Checkmate. Checkmate again. Checkmate again. Clarify that. Look at that Page of Pentacles. As I'm saying that, clarify that card. Ace of Pentacles. Uh-huh. Like I said, there's the buttons right here. That's the buttons. That's the remote controller. And it's like now they want to hand their controller to you. That's like some of these individuals want to give up with this type of nonsense. Like they're ready to put the controller down is what I'm getting. More than likely it would be like this, like putting the controller down. But I'm getting that they want to hand this. It's like they want to put the controller down. Why am I getting that vibe? Five of Pentacles. Because they lost. This is loss energy. You see all these buttons up here? Exactly. Exactly. They want to put the controller down. This is loss. This is going right along with that analogy. This is a loss. They have to keep in mind, bro, all these buttons that they was pushing, it was due to this disc that was in a console. You invented the game. The buttons, somebody else invented the controllers, but yet they didn't know what buttons was going to be used when it comes to this disc of the original making of the game, of the creator of that game. So therefore, it's free of choice. And the choices that they chose right here was all bad choices. That literally fed their bad choices and bad decisions when it comes to this type of psychological manipulation of some type of game. Clarify the Five of Pentacles. Yeah, Eight of Swords. Eight of Swords. Now you got this individual in their head. You got this individual in their head. I'm also hearing there the loss of words. They don't know what to say. Because they don't have the right vocabulary from the spiritual side or to speak from their heart. They don't know how to associate from the spiritual side, from their heart space. Because the mind is all about the ego. I guess so they're lost for words. Because the vocabulary that was used within this situation was nothing but mental manipulation, emotional manipulation to get in people's head, which are lies. I guess so they're at a loss of words. Because this is the vocabulary that they chose to use that worked against them. This is where them charming words are getting them now. Look at that. Five of Pentacles, Eight of Swords. They don't know what to think. They don't know how to react They're lost for words. This is also the card of them being put in their place. This is isolation. The Eight of Swords is like, this could represent isolation. This is isolation right here too. Like all these individuals may be feeling in this energy by one person. One person. Like I said, bro, whoever created the disc, going back to that analogy, whoever created the disc, a game that could be played on a console, the people that created the console and the remote controllers are two complete different people, etc., depending on how the situation is. It's just an analogy. But they still don't know what buttons are going to be used within it comes to these games. Even though they know what buttons they put on the controller, they don't know what buttons that's going to be used when it comes to this game. Especially with the D-pad, they got the arrows, the up, down, left, right. They got the analog sticks, etc. They got certain combinations you have to push when it comes to the buttons. Then they have triangle, square, X, circle. That'll be PlayStation. But yeah, just like I said, they could be at a loss of words. They're at a loss of words because it's the vocabulary that they chose to use. It was more so about their mental language, their mental and energetic language. Not really much so about body language. It's about energy, language, and mental language that they was using. Sound like me, this individual knows a lot about the dark side of psychology, and that would explain that how they know how to get in these individuals' head to get to them like that. But yet, that's whenever this individual over here comes in at and literally has to show them how it's really done by putting this individual in their head. Because they're not going to be put in their head by these other individuals. They're followers. How are they going to better to lead this individual to see what they're doing? It's impossible. Because they're already tricked. They're already duped. They already have been duped. Simple as that. Now, for some of you out there, bro, like whoever you are, in this magician energy, some of these individuals could be thinking to themselves, bro, like, if you really wanted to, bro, you would be one of the fucking... They could literally be thinking of you as somebody that knows what you're doing, and it's like, you got a few heads turned, bro. Four of Pentacles, as I'm saying that, clarify the Four of Pentacles. It's like they're trying to protect the side of them that is vulnerable right now because they can't admit up to this defeat. They're trying to protect that side that they're wanting to throw in everything, like throw in everything. This is giving me the vibe to tapping like this. Tapping, submission. They can't stand on these lies, but they can't stand on continuously doing that. Give me another confirmation. Eight of Pentacles reverse. Yeah, this is not going to work. So you mean to tell me this is a job that these individuals have to keep on trying to do this repetitively with the Eight of Pentacles reverse? What kind of bullshit that is? What kind of job is that? Look at that Five of Wands as I'm saying that. Like I said, all this is going to go right amongst these individuals. Right here. This is not going to work. Page of Cups reverse. This is not going to work. Knight of Wands. This is not going to work. Y'all hold on a minute. Let me get a closing message. Kind of running out of cards, y'all. Y'all hold on a minute. Yeah, this is definitely not going to work. Closing message for the read. Who the hell are these individuals worshiping a star with? So that's what I like to know. Worshiping the fact that they could be used? Damn. Brainwashed and tricked? And yet you the one that's the only one that can outsmart all of them. Damn, bro. Go. Go. Give me a closing message. Knight of Swords. Seven of Swords. Look at that. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Look. They catching on. Look, they catching on to it now. A King of Pentacles could be catching on to that. I'm not really getting this person. It's a King of Pentacles that's catching on to that. Yeah. Seven of Wands. Look at that. Six of Wands. Ace of Pentacles reverse. He could be. Yeah, look at that. Now the Emperor's coming back in the upright position. The Two of Cups. Okay, so whoever these individuals was working against you with, they're no longer wanting to cooperate with these individuals. It's like they want to follow your lead. This could end up this could be how things end up turning out. They no longer want to work with this individual or to sit there and to do none of this. Because this right here is not okay at all. Remember how that Emperor come out in the reverse position earlier? Now look at it. It's due to someone no longer being connected to that. Somebody's emotionally detaching. Two Kings in reverse. The Ten of Swords. The Temperance reverse. The Five of Pentacles reverse. And the Four of Wands reverse. Some of these individuals could be coming clean and let you know something with the Two of Cups and what was being done to you or whatever. It's like they feel betrayed for doing this to you. Like they thought that this was hurting you, but they feel that this is a betrayal to them while trying to do that to you. It's like they feel betrayed because they're being used. They was being used in order to try to do this to you. Like this all about lying, trash talking, etc., gossiping, not doing things the proper way, not having a proper work ethic when it comes to trying to work this out, when it comes to this type of whatever thing that they trying to manifest with some type of connection. Bro, this is what this is about, and yet this individual right here has been getting in the way of some of these individuals' connections too. Like they could be having problems in their connections due to this individual. This is a home wrecker vibe too with the Four of Wands reverse. Yeah, this individual just wants to start shit with multiple individuals because they want things to be about them. It's all about them. It's all about what they want, their needs to be met. They could give a shit less about anybody else. And some of these individuals could be coming to realization or coming to grips that, hey, this ain't somebody to look up to. Because they're going to be their biggest downfall. So they want to follow somebody else's leadership. Could be the individual that was being done this way. This could be you. Some of you out there, you having to go through this behind your back. Like these individuals talking trash about you. That's all about the backstab energy. Talking trash about you. But yet, look at who you are. If you ain't got haters, you ain't doing something right. But at the same time, how are you successfully able to be hated on whenever the individual that was doing all this is literally spawning a lot of hatred through these individuals? And it turns out that these individuals hate the fact of them being used this type of way. So how do you have haters whenever they can hate the fact of what is being done to them? Do they really hate you or do they really support you? Sound like to me these individuals don't really hate you. They could hate the fact of what this individual has done to them to have them work against something right here in order to do this to you. But yet, as it was for their own personal gain. They weren't going to be with these individuals, but they were selling them a dream. It's all about selling them a dream, trying to sell them a dream. Trying to sit there and sell them a dream to make them think that they're going to have a happily ever after. If some of these individuals are with somebody, like they could have been kind of screwing around. But yet, this is what this individual wants for their household. They want them and their lover to argue because they may have a stable connection. But this individual's energy is trying to interrupt that because in reality, they're not happy. This individual that has been causing all this is a single person. They don't have anybody that they're in a committed connection with. And yet using all these other individuals that may be in other connections in order to do this with you, in order to do this to you. They're caught for that. Seven of Swords reverse, they're caught for that. I'm also getting two individuals could be highly upset at the fact that they was being used. Somebody needs to focus. If this is one of these individuals that may be in a connection, that may have a family with somebody, they may be a daddy. It would be the advice for them is to focus on their living situation that they're with, the person that they're with, that they live in the same house with. Because this could be fixed. If there was problems, this could be fixed. That's what I'm getting. They need to leave this other individual out here alone, bro. Because I'm going to tell you right now, this individual ain't worth a fuck. Whoever's been doing all this, they ain't healed. All they're going to do is cause multiple problems and issues with these individuals and yet leave them in a cold. They're not going to want to settle with this person. Something's telling me that if they have a stable connection and live in the same house with someone, and they may have a family together with this person, not the person that's been doing all this shady shit, trying to get them to do that to you. But if they have a stable connection, things could be worked out between these two. But there may end up being a separation, but I'm getting that they could still be in contact with each other and they may decide to move out the same house, but yet they're still going to have contact with each other. The ones that have been in a connection. Not this sneaky, deceptive person over here. There's somebody that they live with, etc. That they have a family with. Things could be worked out between those two, but this individual over here, bro, they're going to have to leave this situation alone because this individual is trying to get in the way and to try to cause chaos while having these individuals do certain things to you to try to disrupt your reality, your livelihood. And this is what is also being done on that level when it comes to this situation. Because of reality, this individual wants our families torn apart. They want people torn apart. And there's a King of Pentacles that ain't taking that too lightly. There's a King of Cups reverse that ain't taking that too lightly. And look like to me this Emperor ain't taking that too lightly either. This could be pissing these individuals off. And these two. But the thing about it, look, the best thing about that They know that this is not your fault because you ain't the one that's intruding in these connections. You ain't the one talking or trying to break them up, etc. They can respect you for not having conversations or any association with their old ladies or whatever, or the old man. You're not the one that's behind trying to separate their family. You may be looked upon as a leader that may be bringing them back together as to say, hey, to stand up for themselves with the Seven of Wands. Because once they stop engaging with this individual up here to do all of this right here is going to, I'm telling you, but it's going to manifest results with them not having to worry about their families falling apart or their stability. But it sounds like to me, these individuals hate the fucking truth. They hate the truth, but yet they respect it all at the same time. Somebody's like, you know what? They're going to do their job the right way. They're going to do their job the right way. We ain't working with this individual anymore. We're going to do their job the right way. You keep on doing what you're doing. If some of you was put in a position where you had to stand up, you're doing the right thing. This right here could be inspiring. This ain't okay. They're going to do their job the right way and stop working with this other person because this right here ain't right. This ain't right. And this right here, believe it or not, it's going to fix their living situation. If they fell out of love or was becoming disconnected from the person that they're with in some type of living situation, they're going to better to develop that stronger bond between one another. Yes, they don't have to collaborate with this other person because I'm getting it. They're not even in the same field as one another. They don't have to collaborate with this other person anymore or work with them anymore. I would cut contact. I would cut contact. Hey, how's the video, y'all? Can y'all hear me good? Just checking mic check for the video. Can y'all hear me good, y'all? I'm gonna wait on the comments. Can anyone hear me good? Okay, so the sound is okay. The sound quality is okay. I appreciate the subscribers, my supporters on here that's supporting the video. It may not be many of y'all, but I appreciate the very few supporters that's on here. Like I said, y'all, this is not an easy job being on here reading these energies because it takes a lot of mental energy. It takes a lot of spiritual energy, and it takes a lot of physical energy in order to sit there and actually have the energy to actually read it energetically, etc. This is not easy. Like, I know it may seem simple to put cards down on the table like this, but bro, this took me up to 3 months to learn how to read like the logical meanings back in, I want to say 2020. It was in August of 2020. That's when I first got my tarot deck, my first tarot deck. It was the Radiant Rider-Waite tarot. And I thought I was going to be able to read them. Bullshit. Bro, I looked at all 78 cards like, hold on a minute. Hold the hell up. How the hell? What is this? How am I supposed to read this, bro? It's like it was all in the upright position, etc. And then it's like, oh, man, this ain't easy. Like, how it looks on YouTube, whatever. It's like, oh, man, this ain't nothing. Go ahead and get some cards, bro. I'm telling you, this right here took me a while. It took me a while. It definitely took me a while. I thought it was going to be simple. No. No, it ain't. Not even with one card, bro. I couldn't even read one card. Like, damn, like, what? But it looks simple when a reader is reading that because it's like, it's just, it seems fluid, but I'm telling you, bro, get your first deck of tarot cards. I mean, some people may be different. They may learn right then and there or whatever. Everybody's different. But I thought just because I'm an intuitive person, I have clairvoyance and several of my clairs activated, it was going to be easy to read them. No, no. And then after several more months, I learned the reversals. That right there, bro, is another challenge. That right there, that's why I'm reading reversals. If y'all, some people are confused by the reversals because they're used to seeing tarot in the upright position like this. All the cards in the upright. Watch, I'm about to show y'all. They're used to seeing this. They're used to seeing regular tarot readings with this. Like this, watch. I'm about to show y'all the difference. They're used to seeing it like this. But it took me those 3 months to learn how to read the cards like this. And then I started challenging myself. It's like, you know what? Because I seen other people reading them in reverse. And it's like, okay, well, I'm going to read them in reverse, etc. Wasn't a fool in the upright position or was it in reverse? I know these was in reverse, etc. I appreciate the 10. But anyways, y'all, like, when it comes, yeah, this was in reverse too. But yeah, but y'all see the difference, how it looks when it comes to the upright versus the reverse. The reverse gives it more in a detailed descriptive reading. It gives more details on what's really going on. It makes the read more challenging. It's like, it just gives it more of like a balanced read. It gives you more details like on what energy is really going on. It's more of a detailed reading. I find reversals are easier to read, to be honest with y'all. But everybody has their own viewpoint or their own way of reading tarot. But I find the reversals are easier. It may not look easy, but I mean, but yeah, reversals mean the exact opposite of the upright position. So if it's like this, King of Cups upright, reverse means the exact opposite. Then you have the Seven of Swords. If it's in the upright, it means that. But in reverse, it means the opposite of the upright, etc. Depending on how the reading is, though, because some of the reversals can represent something different that can resonate with the upright position, etc. It's all depending on how the reading turns out, what energy you get from the cards. Because it's best to read the cards intuitively. That right there is where the challenge is at. I mean, it's good to know the logical meanings of all 78 cards. But when it comes to the intuitive meaning, that right there is where the challenge is at. Just like I said, I thought I could read these cards intuitively when I first got them. August of 2020. Negative. It's not easy. It's not easy. It may seem fluid, bro. It may seem like it's an easy job. It's really not. It takes a lot of energy. It takes a lot of intuitive energy to read them. Because just like I said before, other people may use guides, spirit guides, or whatever, angels. I don't use none of that. I use my intuition when it comes to this. I don't believe in inviting spirits or calling upon spirit guides. Now, when it comes to Archangel Michael and calling upon the Holy Spirit, that's fine. But when it comes to us having guides assist you, I don't believe in that. Because you can invite different entities and different deities in your living situation, or open up a spiritual door to where you could develop a lot of spiritual problems with a door being open. You don't want that. You don't want that. So it's best to use your intuition, because intuition comes from you. That's your own energy, you know. That you naturally channeling that energy from your intuitive gifts. I don't believe on calling on spirit guides or whatever, because the minute you call up on them, you really don't know who they are, you know? Even though they may provide you with accurate information, but at the same time, what are they doing there? Or are they going to stay there and linger there to try to torment you? See, that's something that people don't know about. Even though they may provide with accurate information, but what are their motives? That's the thing. You don't want that in your house, because your house is supposed to be a sacred space. You don't want all that going on in your house to take a place in your house, because that right there could have a portal activated. It can open up a doorway to a portal where it's called a spiritual portal, a spirit portal, where spirits just come out of them like that. You don't want that. But anyways, y'all, this is what I have for the read for October 2025. This one I resonate with all of y'all. I will have a donations link in the description box below. But anyways, till next time, peace.